So we'll start in our comfy seat today, whatever that looks like. You can sit on blocks on your knees. You can lay down on your back, whatever's comfortable. Settle in, move that sits fat out of the way if necessary. Hands can rest wherever's comfortable. Let those shoulders roll back and down. You can also always start standing if you prefer. And we're just going to spend a few minutes here breathing, grounding into our practice, tuning inward. So start to breathe in and out through the nose, elongating that breath. Inhaling for at least 5 seconds, exhaling for at least 5 seconds. And using this time of slowing down the breath to tune into your body, hearing the oxygen flow in through your nose. Everything else flow out, all your worries from the day, all your tasks, let them go for the next 45 minutes. And we slow down and elongate the breath so that our brain turns off that fight or flight mode. It knows you're calm, you're safe. You can just focus on you. Feel where your body grounds into the mat. Take a quick body scan, your toes all the way up your spine, down your shoulders, ends of the fingertips, and up out the top of your head. Just checking in, noticing if anything is asking for a little attention. Maybe come back to that place during our practice, give it a little nourishment. And we'll take 5 more deep breaths here. Three more breaths in and out through the nose. Your next exhale, let that chin fall down to the chest. Opening up through the back of the neck. Again, pull those shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift the gaze all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, right ear falls to right shoulder. And continue down, chin drops to chest. Inhale, lift the left ear up to the left shoulder. And then exhale, head back down, chin to chest. Inhale, switch sides, taking these half rotations to breathe into the neck, open up through the neck. Inhaling ear to shoulder, exhaling chin to chest. And if it's comfortable for you, you can let your head fall all the way back, rotating a full 360 around the neck. If you do take full rotations, we'll take 3 in each direction. Exhaling on downward movements, inhaling on upward movements, slowing down, noticing the sensation move around your neck, pausing in any one spot if it asks for a little more. If you're taking full rotations, you're probably about ready to reverse. We'll take 2 more full breaths here. One more breath. And that last exhale, the chin falls down to the chest. And on an inhale, gaze can lift as you sweep your arms up overhead. And exhale, let's drop them forward, roll over the knees, move towards your tabletop. Your tabletop, shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees. If it's too much on your wrists, you can come to fists. Still dealing with that injury, you'll see me on my fists today. Inhale, drop that belly, lift that gaze. Shoulders pull back and down, tailbone curls. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in, round the spine, pushing the mat away, chin tucks to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, curl the spine, chin tucks to chest, finding space in the shoulder blades. Inhale, find a neutral tabletop. Let's tuck the toes. Inhale, hover the knees. Full breath, hovering the knees. You'll feel the abdomen engage lightly. And then start to walk your hands back towards your feet as your heels drop, your knees lift, finding that low squat at the back of your mat. And inhale, straighten the legs, forward fold at the back of your mat. Head hangs heavy. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Not bringing any tension back into that neck. We just did a nice strong opening. Then bend the right knee, straighten the left. We'll plant the right hand down. Inhale, peel that left arm up. Finding that twist at the back of your mat. Opening up through the back of the left leg. You can always come to tented fingertips as well, or that fist if you prefer. Nice deep breaths here. Gaze is forward to the left side of the room or up at that left hand. Exhale, let the left hand come down, left knee bends, right leg straightens, and when you're ready, inhale, peel that right arm up. Find that twist on the other side. And breathe. Feel the opening move from your heel all the way up to your hip. Exhale, let that right hand come back down, forward fold. From your forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, straighten through the legs, roll the shoulders back and down, 90-degree angle at the waist. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Moving at your own pace, let's find one more. Inhale to halfway lift, filling that inhale with the upward movement. Whenever you're ready, filling that exhale with the fold back down. Planting the hands. Inhale, crawl the hands forward. We'll find our high plank at the top of the mat. And you can either move through the knees, lowering knees, chest, and chin, or lower through that chaturanga push-up. Belly lowers to the mat. Nice deep exhale. Hands underneath shoulders. Inhale, lift that chest through baby cobra. You can hover the hands. Starting to warm up through the lower back. Exhale to lower the chest. If it's tight in your lower back, you can find more space in the feet. Inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back and down. A little more space in the bottom of that spine. I like to shake my hips at the top. That's a nice popping in my spine. Exhale to lower back down. And we'll find one more. Inhale to lift. When you're ready, exhale, bend the knees through tabletop, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back to down dog. Nice full breath in your down dog. Inhale, walk the feet to the hands, find your forward fold. And your forward fold, exhale, knees bend, inhale, roll it all the way up to standing, always moving at your own pace. Arms can sweep up overhead if you like. Let's exhale, hands through heart center, down to our side, Tadasana, mountain pose, feet hips width distance. Coming back into our flow, we'll take 3 strong breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more breath. And inhale, arms float up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Let's step the right foot back through our low lunge. And inhale, open right up into your warrior two. So the right foot spins perpendicular to the left. Arch of your right foot in line with the left heel, left knee is over left ankle, arms are wide. Gaze is over those left fingertips. Breathe. One more breath here. Inhale, flip the left palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Find that back bend. One more breath. Inhale through center. Exhale, we'll find our side angle. So left arm comes to left thigh, right arm reaches overhead. And if you want today to try a bind, you'll bring your left hand underneath your left thigh, your right arm around your back, and try to hold hands behind your back. Gaze can lift. Left hand can find the floor. Let's straighten through that left leg, triangle pose. Beautiful. 3 breaths in triangle. Feel that nice opening in the top of the left hip. And inhale up through center. Keep your steadiness, keep your balance. Legs are straight. You can always have a micro bend. We're going to bring the hands to the hips and turn the ribs over that left thigh, pivoting the hips to try and be as square as they can with the front of the mat. Going more towards like top right corner. Clasp hands behind the back and forward fold over that left thigh. Pulling the shoulders up and back. Other option is to find prayer behind your back, bringing your hands to prayer, and then find that forward fold. It's just a little less shoulder. Exhale, let the hands fall. Bend into that left knee as you pivot back onto the ball of that right foot. And then drop the right knee and tuck the right toes. Let's scoot our left foot out to the edge of our mat. Come into lizard for a moment. Hands are inside the left foot. I like to roll onto the outer edge of my foot. Really open up through that hip. And breathe here. Straighten out that foot, let the hands frame it. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Left foot steps back to meet the right. You have an optional vinyasa or just send it back to down dog. If you're taking a vinyasa, you're lowering down to the mat. Inhaling to find your back bend. Exhale, send it back to down dog. Take your time. Once you get to down dog, breathe, pedal out the feet for a moment. Notice any differences in the right and left leg. Just notice and observe, and then let the observation float on. Inhale, float that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, draw that knee forward. Let's come into pigeon. Left knee next to left wrist, left ankle on the right side of the mat. Scoot those hips open. Inhale, shoulders back and down. And then release into the pose. You can stay upright. You can come down onto forearms. Or if it's in your practice, maybe you lower all the way down the ribs onto that leg. Find what works today. Be patient with your body and breathe in and out through that nose. Breathe into that left hip. Feel gravity. Feel it giving into the posture. And if you want to try for a bind today, you can inhale back up onto those palms, bend that right knee and reach back with your hand. No pressure. You can find any variation of a bind or none at all. Find what works for you. Be gentle with your body. Be patient. We'll take 6 more breaths in pigeon. Two more breaths here. And in your own time, as you're ready, you want to spend the rest of class in pigeon, feel free. I kind of want to, but I will not. Inhale back up onto those palms. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. And let's send that left foot all the way back into three-legged dog. Exhale, float it down next to the right. Inhale, walk those feet to those hands, forward fold. Exhale, release in the fold. Nice deep breaths here, tuning into the lower body, not bringing any tension into that neck. Inhale, halfway lift, 90-degree angle at the waist. Exhale, lower it down, forward fold. Take one more, inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, release, plant the hands. We'll step the left foot back this time, low lunge on the right side. Nice and rooted down through those feet. Inhale to spin right open to warrior two. I'm gonna change sides here so my back goes in towards you. Left foot is perpendicular to the right, right knee over right ankle, arms are straight. Breathe here. Bend into that right knee. Find your strength. Settle in. Find the patience to be still in a difficult posture for one more breath. Inhale, flip the palm. Exhale, humble warrior. Right hand reaches overhead. Nice big side bend, opening through the right side, continuing to bend deeply into that right knee. And inhale through warrior two, exhale, right forearm to right knee, left arm reaches overhead. Little challenge today would be to take a bind. Bringing your right arm underneath the thigh from the front to the back. Wrapping the left arm around your back. Clasping and opening up that chest. And when you're ready, we'll all drop that right hand, straighten through that right leg into triangle pose. In triangle pose, your gaze can lift towards the sky. And breathe in and out through that nose. Find your balance. Inhale those arms up, keeping those legs straight. Hands come to the hips. Let's square off the hips towards that right foot, turning the ribs over the right thigh. Optional to bind the hands behind your back here, and exhale, forward fold. If you do bind hands behind your back, squeeze those palms together, pull those shoulders up and back. Whenever you're ready, take your time, release the hands, bend into that right knee as you pivot back onto the ball of the left foot, back through your low lunge. From here, drop the left foot, untuck the left toes, and open up for lizard. So we'll bring our hands inside the right foot, scoot the right foot to the edge of the mat, and I like to roll onto the outer edge of that right foot, really open up through that hip. And breathe here. Really nourishing the inner hips. You know where we're going. We're moving to the outside of the hips next. Being patient with the process. Whenever you're ready, inhale to straighten out that right foot. Bring hands to frame the foot. We'll tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Inhale, send the right foot all the way back for three-legged dog. Deep inhale and three-legged dog. And then on a big exhale, drag that right knee forward, right knee next to right wrist for Kapotasana, for our pigeon pose. Right ankle on the left side of the mat. You can use your left foot to scoot more space. Inhale those shoulders back and down, and exhale, release. Wherever that takes you today, the right side doesn't have to look the same as the left. It's okay if you lean more towards one side or the other. Be patient with yourself here. Pigeon is a really cool posture because you can feel yourself getting deeper into it as you breathe, if you pay attention. So breathe mindfully into that hip. Notice the practice doing its work. We find comfort in the discomfort. If you'd like to go for a bind today, then you can bend that left knee and reach back with either hand or reach both hands overhead. I won't tell you to release the bind, but we have 6 breaths left here. About 2 more breaths. As you're ready, taking your time, inhale back up onto those palms. Again, you're welcome to just stay in pigeon forever if you'd like. Tuck the left toes, we'll lift the left knee. Inhale, send that right foot all the way back into three-legged dog. And then exhale, lower it to the mat, finding our downward dog. From your downward dog, inhale, float forward, roll over to your high plank. Full breath here, holding your plank. Nice big inhale. And on an exhale, slowly with control, lower it down to the mat, however you're gonna get there today. And then release the toes. Hands can come underneath one cheek for a little pillow. Beautiful. I'm actually gonna turn around so that I'm facing the right way. Nice deep inhale and exhale here. We're gonna work towards a bow pose today. So you can inhale, hands underneath the shoulders, and take one inhale, lift through baby cobra or up dog, finding that back bend, let the head drop back. And exhale, roll it back down to the mat. Lower back is nice and warmed up. Let's bend the knees. Try and reach for those feet. If you can't reach the toes or the ankles, you can grab a belt. Inhale again, lift the chest. Maybe kick those feet into those hands. You can also do this one at a time. Bringing your left arm out in front of you, find that right foot and just lift the right side of that body. Halfway into the posture is just as good as being fully into it. Whenever you're ready, exhale to release. We'll do it again. So if you are taking it one side at a time, you can switch sides. Inhale, lift that chest, kick those feet into those hands. Whenever you're ready, exhale, release. It's a really difficult posture to talk in, so I know it's difficult to breathe in. Let your back release. Let that left arm extend out to the side like a T. Change my perspective here. Your right arm underneath the right shoulder. Gently, gently inhale, lift the right side, roll into the left shoulder. Deep stretch in the front of that shoulder. Exhale, release the chest down. Let the right arm extend out, left hand comes underneath the left shoulder, and when you're ready, inhale, push open, chest lifts towards the left side of the room, rolling into the right shoulder. I think they're building something upstairs. And exhale, lower it back down. Both hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Inhale the chest, push it back to child's pose. Breathe here for a moment with toes tucked. Arms outstretched overhead. With arms outstretched, fingertips outstretched. Let the elbows be about your forearms length distance. Tucking the toes so that you can lift the knees and push up through dolphin. Dolphin pose is downward dog, down on the forearms. So you can clasp your hands overhead or keep forearms parallel, fingers outstretched on the mat. One more breath here. Inhale, lift up onto the hands, find down dog. Extending those arms, sinking a little bit deeper into those shoulder joints. Inhale, walk the feet to the hands. Find your forward fold. Inhale and exhale here, your forward fold. Full exhale, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, find your high plank. Take one last vinyasa. Inhaling through plank. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling, maybe ready for full up dog. Exhale, downward dog. From your downward dog, we're just gonna float forward to our high plank. Let the knees drop and let the hips sink back to the heels, finding our hero's pose. So hero's pose is a lot like your comfy seat, sitting on your feet. You can tuck the toes, you can bring a block underneath, whatever feels good. We're gonna inhale, find some eagle arms, stretch out through those shoulders. So bringing your right hand, oh my gosh, I'm so pale, it's so hard to see me. Right hand and left hand at a 90-degree angle in front of your face. Cross that left arm underneath the right so that your right elbow is inside the left elbow. And maybe cross the wrist so that your hands can at least clap. And then inhale, just pull them up. Deep breaths here, in and out through the nose. Breathing into those shoulder blades. We have nice, happy legs, happy hips. And we want our upper body to be just as satisfied. Every inhale, maybe extend those fingertips a little bit higher. Being gentle though, listening to your body here. Pulling up and out with the hands to find a lot of nice, warming space along the shoulder blades. When you're ready, exhale to release, shake them out. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, it's a side bend to the right. So left arm reaches overhead, right hand finds the mat. Maybe even coming onto that right forearm. Pushing that hip out left. Deep breaths here, in and out through the nose. Tuning back into that body, feeling that opening move from the top of the hip all the way up the side of the left rib cage, through the armpit, all the way out through those left fingertips. Breathing here. Right shoulder is away from your ear. And inhale, bring it up through center, arms reach up long and strong. Exhale, switch sides, left hand comes down, right arm reaches overhead. Find some breath. You can always come down on the palm or the fingertips. You don't need to drop all the way down to your forearm. And breathe into that right side body. One more breath. Inhale up through center, arms reach up, long and strong. Exhale, hands to prayer. From our prayer, we'll bring our right arm underneath the left this time, switching sides. Breathing through that other shoulder in our eagle pose. So my left elbow is inside of my right elbow. Hands are as clasped as they can be. Inhale, pull those palms up. Breathing into the shoulders, being mindful, and breathe deep here. We'll spend a good number of breaths here, giving those tight muscles time to open. So our rhomboids and our latissimus dorsi muscles, trapezius muscles, everything in our shoulders get tight really easy, and they block our emotions from running through. our whole back is like an energy sheath. And when those like chemicals run from your brain down your spine, they can get stuck in all those knots. So find some release here. Breathe into any tightness, breathe through it. As always, being patient with yourself, patient with the practice. Let's take one more breath. And when you're ready, exhale, release. Inhale, float those arms up overhead. Again, we'll take a side bend, this time falling to the left first. So right arm reaches overhead, left palm or forearm falls down to the mat. Feel that opening run from the top of your right hip all the way out your fingertips. And inhale, extend arms up through center. Exhale to switch. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches over. And breathe here, in and out through that nose. Inhale, arms up through center again. And let's exhale, hands through prayer down to our sides. We'll move our right foot next to our hip and extend that left leg long. If it's much too uncomfortable to have your right foot tucked next to your hip, you can tuck it into your thigh, whichever one feels better. Inhale those arms up overhead. And it's an exhale to twist to the right. Right hand comes behind you, gazes over that right shoulder. And if you're stretching through that quad instead of through that hip, you can brace your hand on the outside of that right calf. And just breathe here, deepening the twist, wringing out that spine, feeling it in your shoulder blades, feeling it in your rib cage. And release. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, take a forward fold, reaching for that left foot, left ankle, left shin, maybe even just flagging your hands on either side of the mat. Release the head. Inhale, release. Simply switch. Right leg extends, left leg comes in. If you had your right foot next to your hip and you want your left foot next to your thigh, that's fine. We are not symmetrical creatures. We don't necessarily have to have a symmetrical practice, in my opinion. Whenever you're ready, inhale those arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Twists are great in the morning. They're great before dinner time. They're great any part of the day, but they stimulate our digestive system, get those organs moving, get them working, and stimulate our metabolism. Whenever you're ready, exhale to release. Inhale to float your arms up. And exhale to forward fold, reaching towards those right toes, ankle, shin, or just flagging your hands on the side of the mat. Everything is correct here. Inhale, release. We'll extend both legs long, finding Dandasana. If that sits fat out of the way, spine is nice and straight. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. You can always have a bend in those knees. Shoulders are away from ears, reaching from the lower back. And inhale, release. Exhale, arms out in front of you. Slowly, slowly start to lower it down. Pausing on the inhale. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae. Pausing on the inhale. Exhale to release. And when you get down to the mat, inhale, arms overhead. Take a nice big full body stretch. And then let the arms fall to your sides on your exhale. Shoulders tucked safely underneath your rib cage. Feet can fall wide, eyes can close. Let everything disengage, let go, and start to melt into the mat. Let your breath continue to be deep but gentle. Little by little, every part of your body starts to just melt away for the next few moments. And patience. See if you can resist any urges to move. Finding the gift that lies within the challenge of Shavasana. If you have time to extend your practice today, please feel free to stay in Shavasana on your mat. And if you're ready to wrap up your class, start to take some deeper inhales. Let your ribs expand a little more. Fall with a little more emphasis. And taking your time, roll into one side, whatever side is more comfortable. Finding fetal position on your mat, using that bottom arm as a pillow. Take a few breaths in fetal, eventually using that top arm to support you back to a comfy seat. Again, take your time, no rush. Eyes can stay closed. We'll meet back here in time. We'll wrap up our time together today with 3 deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. You can sigh loud, take up space. Hands can rest wherever's comfortable. We'll inhale to sigh. Feel free to bow your third eye to heart center. Send yourself some loving gratitude for making it onto your mat today. Some loving gratitude to your fellow Sangha, your community who joined you. And some loving gratitude to the thousands of generations of people that have shared with us our yoga practice. I bow in honor and gratitude to all of you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you all. I hope to see you soon. I hope to see you in person. And I hope you have a lovely week.
Awesome,
Bye.
Jenny. Thanks a lot.
See you soon. Bye, Jeanette.